everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today this is a re-record again because yesterday there's gonna be a couple of videos over the 2-week span of the end of the month and the beginning of June where I have a couple of issues with my camera. So like it kept shutting off and it was like not recording, and I'm sitting here talking and talking thinking I was recording and it didn't happen. So today we're going back to re-record a video I recorded yesterday. So we're gonna pretend this is a brand new unboxing. This was in a white mailer that had a Universal Yarn sticker on the top of it. It was a cool thing. I opened it and I was like, wow. And then I made some jokes because some of these yarns are teeny tiny. It was a funny video. I guess we're just gonna have to leave it to my memory. So I ordered from Universal Yarn. If you don't know, Universal Yarn is like the mother sister company to Premier Yarns. They are in the same warehouse in North Carolina, and I don't know why I'm trying to unfold that tape. Like it matters. It's all good. I placed an order, and now I got to get up and get the yarn that I already got and put back. Hang on. Alright, so these are not what I ordered, but these are the reason I ordered what I ordered. These are, this one specifically is a Zauberball from Chapelle. It's not French, it's German. Anyway, this is a German yarn. It is meant to be sock yarn most of the time. I have a couple of different varieties of this yarn. Actually, this yarn is from Chapelle, but both of them are not Zauberballs. They are, this little tiny one is an edition 3. This one is Zauberball Stark 6. Okay, so they're similar, they're different. We had a whole thing. I made a video. I found one of these at a thrift store in Baltimore. I was very excited because these are kind of expensive, and I've seen them for like $30 at local yarn shops, and I found one for, I think it was $15 in Baltimore, and I was very excited, and I put it in the knitting machine, and I made this watermelon colored pink and green scarf in the knitting machine. Kind of fell in love with the yarn, fell down the yarn rabbit hole, bought some more of the Chapelle brand. I have quite a few of these now. I'm collecting them. I really like this yarn. It works up beautifully in the knitting machine. I'm sure that it would work up great in crochet as well. But I have gotten some very targeted ads on Facebook from Universal Studios. What am I? I got Florida on the braid. Okay? I got Florida on the braid. I'm not even going to Universal Studios, but like, whatever. I've also been, ironically enough, I have been to Universal Studios Hollywood, which is also a really cool experience. Anyway, so I was getting targeted ads from the Facebook, because you know Facebook does that. They listen to all your conversations on your phone. They read all of your text things. Like if they spy on you like no other country in the world spies on you. Facebook, Google, all these people, okay? they're stealing your information and they're targeting you with ads, right? So Facebook saw my video and started targeting me with ads for Universal Yarns that is wrapped similarly. And I was like, okay, well that's kind of cool. I need to try that. So there's actually 2 yarns from Universal. I think they're the same yarn with a new name, I'm gonna be real honest. Because they have the same fiber content and all that good stuff. And this one says Wisdom Yarns Wacky Saki. Okay, whoop. Wow, ring light, there we go. Alright, Wacky Saki. And this is Universal's Sugar Saki. Same fiber content. I think it's the same yardage. Let me double check. No. The Sugar Saki from Universal has 459 yards of a super fine 50% superwash merino wool, 25% bamboo, 25% nylon, This one has 462 yards, so there's a couple extra yards. It feels the same. It has the same fiber content. There's a little tiny bit more on this ball than there is this ball. But yeah, I kind of wanted to treat them the same way as I treated the Zauber ball and maybe knit them in the knitting machine and see if I can get like a nice fancy little scarf. That's Ben trying to get in the door. And what we're going to have in a future video is I'm going to actually pick one of these and I'm going to do a side-by-side crochet test of these next to each other and see the difference. Because the Zauber ball, without giving away too much information, is 150 grams, whereas these from Universal are 100 grams. And 75% superwash, 25% nylon. So the difference between the two is this one has bamboo in it. But I still kind of wanted to do a little, you know, side-by-side comparison of those. And the little 50 gram balls are just 100% superwash. So, yeah. These, what I do with my... Universal actually gave me a shipping thing with prices and stuff in it, so that's actually helpful. So on universalyarn.com, the Wacky Socky is $9, whereas the Sugar Socky is $17.50. Exact same fiber content. $9, $17.50. The Wacky Socky has a little thing. This tells you what it looks like knit up for socks. It's obviously going to look different in crochet and all that. And then the Sugar Socky shows you what it looks like knit up in a sock. So lots of micro striping. Whereas the Wacky Socky has more of a patterning. So, I mean... The Wacky Socky is not only about half the price, it has the cool like patterning in it. So this one, the Wacky Socky. Are you drinking sake to see how many times I can say sake? Sake to me! Is the colors Silly Twilight, and the Sugar Sake is Lollipop colorway. Come on, you guys gotta go get a drink. We're gonna drink every time I say sake. I'm not promoting drinking. I'm just making a joke. And then these were a huge disappointment. I don't know what I expected. They're 25 gram balls. It is Rico Designs Baby Merino. These were $5 each, but like they're teensy tiny. I know they're 25 grams, and I know... Bentley, stop scratching my door. Do you want to come in? Let me grab the dog. Oh, Bubba's. Come on. Come in. Bentley, come. I got it. All right. Interlude. You want to say hi? You just want love, Vince? He's very needy today. You want up? Or you just want my yarn? You want to smell it? Alright, we smelled it. We're done. We're moving on. We're moving on up to some yarn. Alright, so I got... What did I get? 3 of one color, 2 of the other. So these are $5 each. 25 grams. 100% virgin wool. Made in Turkey. This is the color... What is this color? I forgot. Earthy Multi. Now, the label just says a color number, and I can't stand that. I need to know a name. So this is Earthy Multi. They're pretty little balls, but they're like small as my glasses. They're tiny. But, whatever. And then I got 3 in this color, and this is multicolor. Creative. Very creative. So I think what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put all 5 of these in a project together and just make it wild and crazy. It's wild and crazy yarn. So I got those. And then These ones I'm super excited about. These are bamboo pop sock, but I'm not going to use them for sock. Let me check who's calling my phone. Mr. Cinnamon. I love bamboo pop. I love bamboo pop. Hey, Juju! Juliana! Bring me that pink shirt you were wearing. Hang on. All right, now. I had her get me the shirt. We were cleaning out the closet yesterday, and this is a shirt I made out of bamboo pop, and it's really, really nice. It took forever. This was my first, I think this was my first, my version, the first version I made of the, was it the, it's not the Spring Fling tee. I don't even know the name of my own patterns. Hang on, let me look it up. This was one of my shirt patterns, and it's regaining popularity recently. A lot of people are making it, and Cinnamon Stitches, tank. I know it's a tank top. Let's see what I remember. What did I call it? What did I call it? Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze. Tank top is here. Okay, so I made this. This was my first draft of the summer. And I don't even think I had designed anything at that point. I think I had just made, I made one that was very similar to this. And except the whole bottom of it was like open lace. So I made that one first, and then I had a bunch of the bamboo pop. And so I made this shirt out of, I think, 3 balls of bamboo pop, and it stays cool and it's beautiful. And actually Juju was wearing it yesterday, although it fits her like a dress. It's not quite that long on me. It's a really pretty top. And it's gonna look silly because I have a shirt on underneath it. It's meant to wear without a shirt on underneath it, but I really, really love, and it's way too big now, but I really love the bamboo pop brand. And so I was like, okay, I kind of want to try the bamboo pop sock, because I have bamboo pop in solid colors, but I also have it in, I don't know where I put it. I have it in variegated colors as like speckles. I bought some like really cheap on Premier Yarns. And so when I saw this, I wanted to try it, and these were $12 a ball. These feel amazing. So the bamboo pop regular is like really smooth, and it's a lightweight number 3. These are they're sock weight, but it feels like so silky smooth. But the yarn has a little bit of PBT in there, which gives it a little bit of a spring or a stretch in it that the regular bamboo pop does not have. Let's see if we can get it to focus. So it's got a little bit of a springiness to it, just mildly, but man, I fell in love with this. I felt it and I was like, oh, that's nice. So this is going to be into something that's going to wear up against my skin. This is not going to be socks. This is too nice to be socks. I mean, you can absolutely make socks out of the bamboo pop sock, but it ain't happening for me. So these are 492 yards. They're sock weight. They're super fine. A number 1. This one is it's 55% bamboo, 37% cotton, 8% PBT. This is what it works up like for socks. This one is the color Euphoric. Isn't it just so pretty? It's so pretty. It's so stinking soft. And then this one is ecstatic. It's ecstatic. And this is the way that one works up like. I got this one because the coloring, the pinks and the green, is similar to the Zauberball back there, but this is more of a coral and green, whereas the one behind me is a pink and green. It's really, really gorgeous. And I love the way it feels. So that's going to be some wearables for Mama, because Mama likes it. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah. And I know for a fact it makes beautiful, the bamboo pop makes beautiful wearables, because I have a wearable right here. I really do. And this is one of my favorite shirts I've ever made, because even though it's way too big on me now, it makes a beautiful, lightweight, super silky smooth, soft, keeps me cool type fabric. So I really love bamboo. And anytime anyone asks me, well, what should I make for like a t-shirt? I live in a hot climate. My answer is bamboo. Bamboo cotton blends are fine. The more bamboo, the better. Bamboo fibers stay cool. Like, and even if you get hot, okay, you're outside, you're working, you're doing, like, I don't know why you would do yarn work in a crocheted item. That would be silly, but if you're outside, you're walking around and it's hot and you're sweaty and you got bamboo on, if you get a slight breeze come across you, the fabric is going to re-cool off and you're going to feel that coolness against your skin. It's one of my favorite things about bamboo is that it keeps me cool, because I'm very hot-blooded, and being as though I'm from Michigan, I'm very sensitive to heat. Also, I have health problems that make me very sensitive to heat. I also am on medications that make me very sensitive to the sun. So, I love wearing fabrics that breathe easily. Like this shirt that I'm wearing from Torrid. It's very cool, lightweight, and it has nice breathable. And then when you're in the car and you catch that breeze, it flows up like this. So I'm always like nice and cool in this. Same thing with bamboo. Bamboo is beautiful. It smells delicious. These yarns smell so good. And I don't know how they smell so good, because the warehouse doesn't smell particularly good, but like, because I've been in the warehouse, in case you didn't know. That smells just woolly and delicious. I love the smell of wool. I love it. You can like smell, these ones don't smell good. They'll smell like acid dye. But, and yes, I smell all of my yarn. Even the ones that have been here for a while. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about my little haul at universalyarns.com. Now, I am not an affiliate with universalyarns.com. I am an affiliate with premieryarns.com, but that don't mean anything, because those sites are completely different. So if you purchase any of these, I don't have links for that. I don't have anything. I could absolutely apply, and I'm sure they would accept me, but I don't buy Universal Yarns very frequently. It's a maybe once every 6 months type thing, because the Universal Yarns, now Premier Yarns on the one side is more like acrylics, cottons, acrylic blends. They do have some wools, but it's more along the lines of like big box type brands. So you'll see Premier in Walmart. Sometimes you'll see it in Hobby Lobby. You will see it in Michael's and Joann's occasionally. So it's more of like a big box type brand, whereas the Universal, the Rico Baby, the Wisdom Yarns, those are all part of Universal. You can get those all on Universal's website. These are all like LYS shop type yarns. So if you go to an LYS or a local yarn shop or a little yarn shop, you will find Universal. And these are a little bit on the pricier side. I mean, I told you the prices. This is $5. You can get a big ball on premieryarns.com for $5. But these are more of like the what is the word? My brain is just like turned off. It was like, nope, we're not going to think of the word. These are the more fancy yarns, the more bougie yarns, the more, you know, special project type yarns. These are not yarns you're just going to like use for donation or anything like that. And they are on the pricier side. Are they totally worth their price? Yeah, for the most part, yeah. And even at $17 for this, these are like $30. So, I mean, it's a good price for what they are. They are high-end wools, really luscious bamboos, and yeah, I cannot stop stroking this ball. It's so smooth and silky. Like, I wish you guys could feel it. I really do. It's gorgeous. And this one's even prettier. I really like this one. I'm starting to learn that I really love the color pink. I hated pink for years and years and years. When I was little, my mom was one of those. Actually, my dad was too. They were very like traditionalist, so boys wore blue and girls wore pink type thing. And then I came along and I was not what anybody classified as a little girl. I hated dresses because they got in my way. I hated the color pink because I didn't want to be looking like every other girl. I didn't want to look like either one of my sisters. I just wanted to be myself. I liked the color black. I liked playing in the mud. I had a boys' bike. I played with the little boys in the neighborhood. I did not play with the little girls in the neighborhood. So I was not at all under what they considered a typical little girl. I was a tomboy, and I sang to the beat of my own drum. Like, and I rejected anything pink. And now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, well, I like pink. I'm embracing purple, which I had my own issues with purple. I just love color. I love color. The brighter color, the better. I don't like gloomy colors or dark colors, but I like bright and bold and beautiful colors. And I like lacy, frilly, pretty girly stuff now. But I also, at the same time, like if I'm wearing a dress, I have shorts on under it. I do. I got shorts on under my dress. You can guarantee it. So when the wind blows, ain't nobody seeing my business. It ain't happening. Also, my legs are chunky, like they rub, like, you know, friction. I ain't trying to start no fires, right? So, while I am definitely coming more into like the girly, which I think is ridiculous. You know what's funny is my dad was really hard on me growing up. Like he wanted me to fit into the little girl mold, and I did not at all. But then growing up, like when he became an adult, he started wearing pink, and he loved wearing pink. And he started wearing purple and lilac and like and aqua and like all these feminine colors, right? And I'm looking at this man who criticized me for not wanting to dress like a little girl or act like a little girl, and I'm like, dude, really? He was a different person when I was a child than he was when I was an adult. Like, by a lot. He was a drastically different person. So when I talk about dad in the past, we didn't get along. We butted heads a lot. I don't have fond memories of him when I was a child, but he was my best friend as an adult because he had morphed into something completely different than what he was, because he had childhood trauma and all that crap. So, like, I don't know. There's like 2 dads that are in my past, and granted, it was the same person, but like he was very different people from childhood to adulthood. And that's why I tell my girls, I'm like, okay, like, especially my niece, she loved him, adored him. He was like a dad to her, just like Mr. Cinnamon was. And I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't have liked him when I was little. He was a different person as an adult, as us as adults. Drastically different person. But yeah. So, check out Universal Yarns if you want some bougie yarn. Or check out your local yarn shops, because these yarns are often available at your local yarn shops. I did see the wacky sake. Did you take a drink? Here, I'll take a drink. Wacky sake. They had that at Knitwit in Culpeper, Virginia. I did see it there. I don't know what other stores have it. I know that Michigan Fine Yarns carries Universal Yarns as well. But also, you can just go to universalyarns.com and get yourself some yarn. Alright, so I'm glad I actually see the record button this time, so this video is actually recording onto a disc. So I can upload it. But in the future, you will see a versus video where I compare the Universal Sake yarn up against the Schappel's Zauberball yarn. And just kind of like... And the only commonality is it's superwash, and it's shaped in the same type of balls. It is a little bit different yarn content, but I did want to show them because that's why I bought them. I wanted to personally compare them. And I'm like, well, if I'm doing a comparison for my own benefit, we might as well record it and turn it into a video, right? So, alright, stay tuned for that. That will be coming up sometime this week. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.